What is good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I have missed you guys. I've been away for a few days fighting a cold, flu, whatever you want to call it. Is there a difference? I don't know. I feel a little bit better today. I'm at like 75%, but I just felt like I needed to make a video today. I've been sitting around resting. Q hasn't wanted me to do a video because I'm not, every 5 seconds I'm coughing. But I'll talk more about that in a minute. But before I get started, I did want to express my condolences, prayers, and sending good vibes and good energy to the families affected by the helicopter crash tragedy in Los Angeles, most notably killing Kobe Bryant and his daughter, and there's others on board, another family, husbands, wives, cousins, nieces, nephews, children. It's sad. Losing a loved one like that, I can't even imagine what those people are going through. It's just very heavy. It came out of nowhere. I'm gonna talk more about that at the end of the video. More about that whole everything around that. But it's just very sad. So I did want to talk about that. It was shocking. Came out of left field. I wasn't, it's just something that sends a shock to the system. But yeah, I just want to send my prayers and condolences to those families. It's a very heavy time, losing a family member like that, losing a friend, loved one, anyone who knows anyone who died in that crash personally, or has been inspired by anyone. Like, it's just very heavy. So I just wanted to say that first before we get started with the rest of the video, guys. But yeah, so just please keep those people in mind, and also anyone who has lost a loved one recently. It's a very difficult time. We're going to talk about that toward the end of the video. I'll try to keep it light during the video, just trying to talk about what I've been doing the last couple of days, but definitely something I wanted to address. It's a big news story right now, and these people have lost loved ones. So today I'm going to be having a chicken noodle soup mukbang. I wanted badly today to have something like a hot dog or a burger. I wanted a burger so bad. I wanted onion rings. What video I was gonna do on Saturday when I was getting sick, because like on Friday night, let me just get into the soup. Yeah, let me just have a couple bites here before this gets cold. This is the kind of soup I have. It's called Campbell's Slow Kettle Style Roasted Chicken Noodle Soup. Probably the most inexpensive mukbang I've ever done. $4. I had 2 of these, and just some crackers as well. Yeah, that's what I typically have. I wanted so bad to eat something I'll tell you in a second. This is so much better than that traditional Campbell's soup that we all kind of grew up on in the red can. There's like 3 pieces of chicken in there. This is like much better. It's more hearty. I recommend it. It's pretty good. But yeah, I wanted so bad to have a burger today. So on Friday night, after I put my video on Friday night I went to go see The Turning, a new horror movie that I was excited about. I was gonna do a review on it on Saturday, but in lieu of what happened, I felt sick waking up on Saturday, didn't end up doing a video, and decided that movie was too terrible even to talk about. So I'm gonna not really talk about it. I don't recommend it. That's the least I'll say. So yeah, that was my initial plan was to watch that movie, and then on Saturday I was gonna have onion rings. I wanted Red Robin onion rings. I saw something for an advertisement on TV, had the tower of their onion rings. I wanted them so bad, but didn't feel well, so I wanted them today, but I was like, nah, I'm actually feeling better, so I need to just complete the process and just have something more. This is hearty, but it's also not too heavy on my stomach. Very good. Saturday morning I woke up and I just was congested. I was coughing, sore throat, the whole thing. And I'm the type where I don't like to stay in bed during when I'm sick. I like to be able to. I can't sit still. But I know I have to. And I don't like people caring for me. But thank you to Q for being there for me. I kind of like to be by myself. I don't like people to see me when I'm ill and not feeling well. I'm not myself. I'm not able to talk about and do things that I normally can. It's just hard. But yeah, she was great for me. But I try to keep help at a distance. I don't like people like help, and I don't like taking medicine. I'll talk about that in a second. So I took we had some like congestion pills or something. I finally decided to take that on, I think, Sunday night. Saturday through most of Sunday, I was like, I don't want to take any. I don't like taking medicine. I like my body to try to heal itself. That's just the way I am. But there comes a point when you got headaches and your body is aching and you can not breathing. I'm moving around and stuff, but you're not quite right. So I was like, I gotta bite the bullet, unfortunately. So yeah, I took those pills on Sunday night, and I woke up feeling a little bit better on Monday, but not quite. But I don't know. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And it's scary to be sick and have a flu. I mean, thankfully I'm okay. I feel like I'm getting better, especially with that news what's happening in China, whatever the virus or whatever going on there. So it's just kind of scary being sick. Like you feel like, ooh, am I? But thankfully I heard I would definitely be in way worse shape. But so yeah, I mean, I'd been watching a lot of TV, laying down. Q hasn't let me get up and do much. I can't stand laying down, but she's kind of made me do that so I can get better. Excuse me. It's good soup. Nothing fancy, just chicken noodle. But yeah, just helping get me something in the system. So yeah, I've been laying there watching TV. On Sunday was when I heard of course, the tragic news about the helicopter crash taking Kobe Bryant's life and his daughter and the others on board. Those, I believe, 9 souls perished. That's terrible. So again, condolences to them. When she told me, I couldn't believe it. I'm laying down, I'm ill, I'm not feeling well, and then she says that to me. She's on social media, I'm not. And then I was like, what? No way. Because you hear this stuff and you're like, oh, it's a prank, blah, 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 whatever. But then finally came on and it was real. And then when she first told me, I was like, all right, let me turn on ESPN. There's nothing there. Then I went NBA TV. I was like, NBA TV is bound to have something. It's bound to touch on it. Now it did like 10 minutes later after I turned on there. When I first went on there, and I didn't realize this from the night before, but LeBron James had just passed Kobe Bryant on the all-time NBA scoring list, which I thought was kind of coincidental, being, if that was true, like that's a heavy coincidence to like the next day his last tweet was congratulating LeBron James on passing him. It was just very, I don't know, very heavy, and then news came out, you hear all that, and it's a shock to the system. Like many people, I grew up watching Kobe Bryant's career through the NBA, high school. I used to read articles about him when he was in high school in Sports Illustrated. So it's just shocking. He was a legend. He just retired. He's about to start the next chapter in his life. And yeah, it's just very heavy. So yeah, it was just very surreal, and I'm watching this on the news, and I'm like, I can't believe what's going on, what I'm seeing, and then I remember that the Grammy Awards are going to be taking place later that night at Staples Center, where he played his 20-year career. You know, it was just like, what? That was just like weird connection there. And yeah, Lakers fans gathering outside to remember him. His face outside. It was very surreal, and it happened like all of a sudden. It was just a crazy shock to the system. So, you know, the news is covering the helicopter crash, you're getting updates, this and that, and then the Grammy Awards start, and Kobe Bryant's face is outside of the Staples Center in memoriam, you know? When normally you would say the Grammy Awards, 67th or whatever, Grammy Awards out there, but it didn't say it had his face, and all these people gathering in. It was almost like a celebration, ended up being like a celebration for Kobe Bryant, everybody wearing their best, you know, everybody sharing their memories about him. It was very surreal. I watched the Grammy Awards for the first time in a long time. I usually don't watch award shows. I'm not a big award show guy. But it was on, so I was like, and then in lieu of everything that happened, I was like, I might as well watch. So for me, it was kind of cool to see some new music artists. I listen to a lot of older stuff. Once in a while, something on Spotify new will come up, but I generally listen to like, you know, older stuff. I don't know a lot of the new artists. I hear the songs here and there, but so it was cool. Like Demi Lovato, she sounded amazing. Just a big fancy gathering, fire, spectacle, dancing, great musical performances. One performance was a little bit like off-putting to me. I thought it was like a little bit weird. Like Lil Nas X, he was playing Old Town Road, and like during his performance, he's sitting in like a makeshift bedroom. Kobe Bryant's jersey, he's like draped over a chair, and then the screen and like the set rotates to like this glowing green skull. It's like that's kind of heavy. But and then there was another performance later on. I didn't remember the artist's name, but I just caught like the background dancers' outfits caught my eye. They're wearing like the maroon one-piece jumpsuit from Us, like the doppelgangers were wearing in Us. Like that's kind of weird, like, but you know, whatever. Performance art, you know, who am I? But yeah, it was just cool to see some new artists. Nas was there. I'm a big Nas fan. They honored Nipsey Hussle and Prince. Wasn't too thrilled with the Prince performance. Season 2. And again, this is a night, you know, we're thinking about one tragedy of a high-level celebrity, Kobe Bryant, passing away, and then they're also honoring these two others, Prince and Nipsey Hussle, two other people who died of causes not related to age or health. So that was it, kind of bringing that back to me. I'm a big Prince fan. I learned about Nipsey Hussle. I've listened to his music. It was music I like, but I'm more like him as a person. He's community oriented. He was positive, very forward thinking. I didn't know about him before he passed away, before he was killed, and I learned about him, and so this is very sad bringing all that up, but during the Grammy, I didn't know, like, it was just kind of like, people are already feeling sad, like, why yo, like, to bring this up, I don't know, I thought a little bit heavy-handed. But yeah, after that, I just Monday, yesterday, I had to go. I just bit the bullet at night. Went to the store, got some Afrin, that cleared my nasal congestion, and got these new cold ease pills. So. I know I said I want a burger badly, but this is good. I need to do this. You know, I want those onion rings so bad. Oh, I want those Red Robin onion rings. Oh my goodness. I like that good water. I have had, I know I've been on my no soda, but I have had some ginger ale. So I don't know if, is ginger ale soda? That's a question. I was thinking about that. Is ginger ale soda? I don't think it is. It's carbonated. Is it soda? I don't know. I don't think it. And anyway, I had to have something like that. Well, and anyway, like all that stuff from when you're kids, like that's, I have ginger ale just because like everybody said I should have ginger ale when I was a kid, when I was sick. So that's why I have it now. Does it even work? Oh, come on. I hate when you try to get like something on the cracker. And I want to thank everyone who wished me well. I did put up a community post just letting everybody know how I was feeling and got some well wishes in there. So everybody, I greatly appreciate the positive vibes, good vibes, and your patience for my return coming back. Thank you. Yeah, it's just I just don't like sitting around. I wanted to make a video even Sunday, like in lieu of what happened. I wanted to talk about it. But I just kept coughing and couldn't get through it. So that's why I had to come back today. So thank you everybody for your well wishes. I greatly appreciate it. So yeah guys, thanks again for all the well wishes. And then when you hear about this tragic news, like it puts in perspective me being sick. Like, you know, I'm gonna get better. I know I'm gonna get better. This is a cold, it's a flu. I've had it before. I'll get through it. But it's just more of a hindrance. But then when you hear something terrible happen like that, it really puts in perspective what you should be grateful for. Like I'm feeling sick. These people aren't here anymore. You know, it's just, you know, it puts things in perspective. As you guys know, I'm very grateful to my audience. Anyone who watches my videos, I greatly appreciate it. I never told y'all this, but there's a few seconds before sometimes in certain videos when I'm recording, and I'm like, is anybody gonna watch? I have a fear that nobody's gonna watch it. When I put my first video, I was like, nobody is gonna watch this. Or everybody's gonna hate it or something. So I'm humbled that I get such a positive response. I feel like I have a very good bond with you guys. I greatly appreciate you guys watching my videos at all, no matter why you watch me. But I feel like some of my audience, like we on an intellectual level, if that's the right word, not wavelength. We're on the same wave. You kind of get where I'm coming from. And there's this unspoken thing. And I think this applies to people who never comment and people who have comments. Like, you know who you are. like you kind of get where I'm coming from. So when the terrible news came out on Sunday, excuse me, about this helicopter crash, you can probably figure out where I stood on, like how I was feeling when that happened, like where my head went. So I'm not going to go into a lot of great detail on that, but you know, you guys can probably feel where I'm coming from. One thing I do want to touch on that's, you know, is it's kind of heavy, it's kind of sad, and if you're still here watching this video at this point when I'm not eating and I'm just sitting there talking to you guys, you probably are one of those people who you kind of get where I'm coming from and you want to hear what I have to say. It's just very sad that there's so many high-level celebrities pass away like this, and not necessarily like this, but just in a way like it was unexpected, and it was due to causes not related to age or health. It was some tragic event, whether the person decided to make the ultimate decision in their life, whether a drug overdose, or murdered, whatever it may be. It's so sad, and it seems to happen all too often. And hearing it again, I was just very sad. I remember a couple of years ago when Prince passed away, that I remember my ex-girlfriend at the time coming to tell me she knew I like Prince. I started liking him when he did like the first Batman album, did the songs on there, Party Man, all that. So I like always had like some connection with him. I listened to all his music. And I knew for years he had fought to get the rights to his music. And he finally got the rights to his music, and I heard that he died like almost a year later to the day. It was just very heavy. And then, you know, since then we've had Nipsey Hussle, XXXTentacion, K-Spade, Anthony Bourdain, and in past years Heath Ledger, Philip Seymour Hoffman, there's other, Chester Bennington. There's just so many like high-level celebrities and people in music industry, acting, now an athlete. It's just very sad that this happens all too often, and it's you know, with different people we build different relationships with. Now, like I said before, like Nipsey Hussle, I didn't know about him when he was putting out his music, and I've learned everything about him after he died, and I would have liked to know more about him, but you know, I didn't. But like I know people had a bond to him, just like I had a bond to Prince, and people had a bond to Kobe Bryant. And it's just sad that these things continue to happen, where these celebrities die so tragically. You know, it's very heavy. You know, these are people that inspire people and are looked up to, and then this happens. It's very sad. You know, it's just going on too often. One other thing a few other things I want to say in regards to that. I do think, and please, I hope everyone takes this the right way, and because I've been inspired by people, musicians, artists, athletes, different times in my life by different people, depending on what I was going through when I was a kid. I love King Griffey Jr., the Beatles, and John Lennon. They helped me get through a tough time in my life when I was in my early 20s. So, you know, so I can understand the attachment we build with these people, because they speak for us, and they're doing things that we want to do at the highest level, and they show us that this is possible, you can get there, or they're expressing feelings that you feel, you know, whatever, you know, it may be. One thing I think we need to be careful of is becoming too attached, and I think it's celebrity worship. And I've done it myself, like I just said. And I used to go to Central Park every year for John Lennon's birthday and sing Beatles songs. While I still love the Beatles, I've realized it's kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. These people are human beings, and we need to remember that no human life is more important or less important than any other. We all have an equal right to be here, just like the trees and the water and the flowers. Every human being has the right to be here, whether it be a gas station attendant, your garbage man, your English teacher, you know, a student in college, a professor, accountant, business executive, billionaire, entrepreneur. We are all we are all equal parts in this universe, and we are. So there's one thing we need to keep in mind, and the loss of a life is harsh no matter what someone does. Now in our society though, we tend to glamorize certain aspects. And in light of this happening, I did see, when I saw the Lakers fans gathering outside, well, I understand on some level, you know, wanting to remember him. It's just like, you know, I didn't, like, for the first time in my life, I just didn't get it. I kind of got it, but it was like, there was a different feeling. I was like, if aliens were watching us, they would think these people, like when any celebrity dies, they watch what we do, they would think these people are gods. And they're not gods, they're human beings, they are fathers, they are mothers, they are cousins, they're nieces, they're nephews, children to somebody, friends, somebody's friend, just like we all are. We are all equal parts. And I just want to make sure, just to keep in mind, you know, how we treat celebrity and people of high social stature based off how our society has done things. But yeah, guys, we're all equal parts here. So this is, keep in mind that the loss of any life is tragic, especially the loss of a life before they've got to live it out. And Kobe Bryant died with his daughter. I can't imagine that weight. There's another family on board that helicopter. His daughter didn't even get the chance to, she wanted to be a basketball player. She didn't get the chance to live that out. Kobe Bryant was in the next chapter of his life where he's going to get to see his daughter become a basketball player and do whatever he's doing. And who knows the dreams and aspirations of these other people who were lost. And this happens, unfortunately, every day. So just keep that in mind, and always keep your prayers and positivity to those who have lost a loved one. They're going through a tough time. But guys, thank you so much again for joining me today. I greatly appreciate your time. Am I blending in with this thing? I think I'm blending in. I never realized that. I do have a shirt on, guys. I'm not just wearing, I don't know, like green screened or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow, get my voice back. I'm going to be talking about some more, get back to more light subject matter tomorrow, you know, or more fun style doing things. But I did want to address this and send my condolences and positive thoughts to those affected, the families, friends, and all those loved ones affected by the tragedy that happened in California. Guys, thank you again for your time. I greatly appreciate you joining me today. Please take care and be well.